Here's how it all started. As an adopted only child, I'm a happy, fearless kid of the age of 4. During this time, we didn't have television. Sorry, wasn't around back then, believe it or not. So music featured prominently in our home. On this particular occasion, I'm dancing around in the living room to the tunes from the radiogram, and you've got Google to find out what a radiogram is for those people who don't know what a radiogram is. And I wiggled out of my pyjama bottoms, causing Mum to look at my father and say, perhaps we should send her to ballet classes. Little did they know that their inspired decision to do so set me on the pathway to my destiny. For the next 26 years, I fall in love with the entertainment industry as a dancer, an actress, a director, and a choreographer. I love it all, the grueling work schedule, the long hours, the tired muscles, and even the bloodied feet that I soak dutifully in basins of methylated spirits after every point class. I got a nod from the audience. Somebody else did that. They were tough days, weren't they? Oh. I'm 28 years of age when I throw my dance bag over my shoulder and I head off with every other starry-eyed dancer in the country to audition for the 2 biggest production shows this country has ever seen, Stars and Galaxies. I score the top job when I become the assistant director and assistant choreographer to legendary Las Vegas director Jerry Jackson, to stage the first multi-million-dollar extravaganzas at the sparkling new Jupiter's Casino on the Gold Coast. I'm living the dream. You can't wipe the smile from my face. Not long into the run of the second show, I get a call informing me that the weekly production meeting is being changed from the producer's office to a hotel room in the casino. An unusual hesitation bubbles up inside me, but I ignore it. That afternoon, as I walk along the hotel corridor, I can sense that something's not quite right, but I can't put my finger on it. I arrive at the designated room and knock. The door opens and the producer welcomes me into a luxurious hotel room. As I walk in, I look around and I say, am I the first one here? Where's the rest of the team? He turns to me and smiles and says, they're not coming. It's just you and me. The stirring in my solar plexus now resembles a cat in a cardboard box. Diane, come, sit beside me. With my senses on high alert, I remain standing. Diane, you've done such a great job with these shows that I would like you to be the resident director and choreographer for all future productions we stage at the casino. My heart leaps for joy. Really? Of course. But there's just one little favour I'd like you to do in return. His eyes dart to the bed, and the air sucks from my lungs. Panic clutches me. Oh dear God, I'm in this room by myself with the producer. What the hell am I going to do? I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. As I backpedal out of the room, I fumble over my words and I fumble and stumble over my feet and I say, look, thanks very much for the offer. It's really great. I'd love to take the role in the future, but as far as the other offer, no, thank you very much. I open the door and hurriedly close it behind me. With my back pressed hard against the wall, my body rigid with fear, I realise I've just made myself a very powerful enemy. On that day, I learned 2 very important things. Never ignore your inner nudging. And when in doubt, don't. After the refusal of my producer's sexual advances, he sacks me for apparently being too fat, but not too fat to sleep with. No, 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 no. The story becomes front page news across every national newspaper and news program in the country. It's 1988 and there are no industrial relations laws to protect me, but I won't back down. No, 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 no. He has picked the wrong girl. With the help of the union, I take the producer to the Arbitration and Conciliation Commission for unfair dismissal and sexual harassment. Never before has an entertainer taken a producer to court on this type of legal action in Australia. Over the coming months, 2 gruelling court cases ensue. Finding no grounds for my dismissal, the Commissioner reinstates me after the first hearing. But when the producer sacks me again while I'm on sick leave, the Commissioner doesn't reinstate me a second time out of fears and concerns for my health. But I did nothing wrong. Yet here I am being punished while the perpetrator gets off scot-free. With the story plastered across the newspapers and on the news programs again, I go into hiding, heartbroken and humiliated as to how any of this could happen to me. I spend hours sinking into a deep, dark depression, consumed by a crippling fear of the future. I have no money, I have no job, I have no purpose, and no one will employ me. I'm a whistleblower. Everything I've worked so hard for, gone. My life is an unequivocal mess. I spend hours sobbing on the bathroom floor, where the bile green floor tiles match the fluids purging themselves from my body. Disempowering thoughts loop in my mind. Why me? What did I do wrong? How could I be so stupid? Each repetition spirals me deeper and deeper and deeper. At my lowest ebb, I lose all sense of myself. And suicide looks a good option. But from somewhere deep within me, a still small voice whispers, "Dare more." Have you ever found yourself on the proverbial bathroom floor, questioning why everyone and everything is against you? In that time and place where you were so overwhelmed by self-pity, you lost all sight of your future, blaming others and shaming yourself for the mess you were in. These dark moments of decision are when we design our destiny. We can stay down and be defeated, or we can rise and reclaim our power. As leaders, we're expected to make the tough decisions, decisions that dare us to be more than before. And when we answer that call, we tap into our latent potential of fearlessness, and in doing so, we awaken dormant forces within. Looking back on that day all those years ago, I realise that when I shifted my perspective from fear to faith in myself, I set a new pathway to a new state of being and a new way of leading. Unfortunately, nowadays, too many good leaders are opting out or burning out, like I did all those years ago, because they don't know how to make this shift. My own journey from broke and broken-hearted to building 2 award-winning high-value national and international businesses has taught me that the holy grail of this new way of being and this new way of leading is underpinned by just one thing: mastery.